Well, we're getting ready to send a lot of cars to auction as usual on Mondays. And I thought, well, maybe it would be a good, some good information. And I guess what I want to do is, first off, respond to a couple of comments. And one of them come from Josh. And Josh asked about buying cars online. Yes, I inspect my cars, and there's several videos throughout my channel that show in detail. As a matter of fact, there's videos of me actually buying cars online. So in response to that question, if you do some research on the channel, you'll see that I buy cars online. You'll see how that I buy cars online. I do inspect the cars. Every car is different. Now, at Mannheim, which is our largest auction, most of you know, we consign, buy, and sell a lot of cars with Mannheim. We're, I guess, a medium volume dealer now. We don't pay sale fees that most, or no sale fees, that most small dealers pay. They don't charge us anything to run our cars through there, and we put a floor on them that we, Shane reps our cars at the auto auction, and Shane goes in with an actual a low amount that we're going to accept for that car, and so he reps that car that way. He does a great job doing it. He loves doing it. That's one thing we do. So selling your cars at a dealer-only auction helps you free up cash, keeping your cash going to money-making cars. We're buying and selling all the time. We sell cars, free up cash, go back and buy cars. Some cars make money, some cars go back to the auction. But now you can sell your cars even at a dealer auction, even though you do not have a dealer license. And the way you can do that is we can list any car across the United States and run that car through an auction. And that car will be converted to some type of cash. Sometimes there's a lot of mechanics out there that don't realize that they can take their cars, fix them up, run them back through the auction, consign them to a dealer. Like us, we consign cars all over the country, or can consign cars all over the country. We have lower fees that a small dealer can not negotiate, but we have enough volume that Mannheim and other auction companies want us to run our cars through there. And so our no-sale fees are zilch. We don't pay any no-sale fees. Our selling fees are lower. We have a maximum amount that we pay for our selling fees. A lot of dealers pay a percentage of their selling fees. We don't. It doesn't matter whether our car is a cheap car or a high-dollar car. We pay the same flat rate for consigning those cars to them. So you can do that as well. You do not have to have a dealer's license to consign your cars to an auction. However, you do have to be sponsored. You can find a dealer in your area. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter what area that you're in. We can give you access to get into the auction and rep your own car, put your absolute reserve on it. A lot of people don't know that cars through auctions are going through auctions with reserves on them. Some of them are marked absolute, and that whatever the final dollar is, it's an absolute sale. But we put reserves on all of our cars. Some of them we put an absolute sale on them. It's no different than eBay or anything else, so we do that. Now, I was just talking to Shane this morning, and we're getting, like I said, running through a lot of cars, and being old, I'm set in my ways about how I want to do it. When you're running a car through an auction, that retail dealer, or that dealer that's at an auction, is just like the retail buyer. The cleaner you've got that car, the more what we call frontline ready you've got that car, the more you're going to get for it at auction. If you run your dirty car through auction that you haven't spent any time at all, you're just running through auction, that car is not going to bring for you the amount it will bring if you've got it nice, detailed, smelling pretty, and some of the bugs worked out of it, no check engine lights and things of that nature. So just because you're running a car through an auction, especially that condition of that car and that readiness to sell of that car makes a hell of a lot of difference when you're going to run that car through auction. So that's one thing you're going to remember. Now, we're sending 2 cars through an auction today that particularly we bought a couple or 3 months ago, and they are super nice cars, very nice cars, nothing wrong with them at all, but we can't sell them. We don't know why we can't sell them. We have people look at them, they never complain about the car, the miles are good on the car looks great. We just don't have a market for these cars for some reason. They've just become thorns in our side. So we're probably going to lose quite a bit of money on those cars, even though they are nice cars. But we want to free up the money. Do we need the money? No, it's not a fire sale, so to speak, but the money's been sitting out there on these particular cars. We've got a little over 3,000 in one, and then a little over 4,000 in the other. And so that's $7,000 that's sitting out there that's not working for us. Now, does it look pretty? Yeah, they look pretty as far as used cars go. A couple of the nice, we don't care about looking pretty. We care about keeping our money flipping. So sometimes you're just not going to have a market for a car. And when you don't have a market for a car, give it up, get your money turning again, try it on another car. You are not going to win on every car you buy. The objective is to win on over 50% of the cars that you buy. You know, if you've got a 70% retail rate and your wholesale rate, you've got a 30% loss on cars, you're supposed to be happy because 70% of your cars are making money, 30% of them are losing money. So that's what you want to do. You want to compare your averages, and don't leave your money just sitting there and lock down your money. Flip your money. And the fastest way to flip your money is carrying it to a dealer-only auto auction. Get green for whatever color of car that you're selling.